A week before her birthday, Sarah got an exciting letter. It was from her father. Captain Crew had a friend who owned diamond mines. The friend had asked Captain Crew to be his partner. Sarah's father would be even richer now, a man of fortune. That wasn't all. "You must have a special birthday," wrote Captain Crew. "I have told Miss Minchin to give you a huge party." And what a huge party it was. Every room was hung with holly and colored balloons. There were 6 different kinds of cakes. A table was high with gifts. "Thank you all for coming to my party," said Sarah, feeling a bit shy. "Very nice, Sarah," said Miss Minchin. "You'll behave like a real princess." Suddenly, Miss Minchin was called away from the party. A visitor had news for her. A few minutes later, Miss Minchin returned. She had a hard look on her face. "The party is over," she shouted. "Go to your rooms." "Not you, Sarah." Now, Sarah was alone with Miss Minchin. "Your father is dead," Miss Minchin said coldly. Sarah did not make a sound. Her eyes got big, and she turned pale. "He left no money at all," Miss Minchin told her. "You are not a princess anymore. You are a beggar. You must work for a living. Now, go to the attic. You will sleep there, next to Becky." But when Sarah turned to leave, Miss Minchin said, "Stop! Aren't you going to thank me for my kindness? I am giving you a home." Sarah lifted her chin. It shook a little. "You are not kind," she said fiercely, "and this is not a home." Sarah slowly climbed to the stairs to the attic. When she opened the door, her heart fell. It was the saddest room she had ever seen. The paint was peeling. There was a hard bed and a shabby little stool. Cold ashes filled the fireplace. The dirty window looked out on the house next door. It was dark and empty. Sarah began to cry. "My papa is dead," she said over and over. There was a soft tap at the door. Becky came in. She had been crying too. "I am so sorry for you, miss," she said. Sarah tried to stop her tears. "You see, Becky," she said bravely, "I told you we were the same. Just 2 little girls. I am not a princess anymore." Becky threw her arms around Sarah. "Yes, you are, miss," she said. "You will always be a princess." Sarah's new life was horrible. She worked and scrubbed and cleaned from morning until night. Most of the girls felt sorry for her, but not Lavinia. She loved to watch as Princess Sarah cleaned her room. She always found extra work for Sarah to do. "Bring me more coal for the fire. My father can pay for it," snapped Lavinia. "Those shelves look dusty. Clean them again. Then you may polish my shoes." Sarah quietly did as she was told. Sarah was sent out in the rain and the snow to do chores for Miss Minchin. All she had to wear was a thin coat and old, worn-out shoes. She shivered with cold. She never had enough to eat, so she was always hungry. But Sarah never complained. "I have to be brave, like a real princess," she told herself. "Papa would want that. And I can pretend that I am warm and full and happy. Pretending makes everything better." Every night, Sarah told Becky stories. Sometimes the stories were about them. "Our room is so high, it is like a cozy nest," Sarah said. "Pretend there is a soft rug and a hot fire and a shelf full of books and a table with tea and cakes and a big soft bed with silk covers. Think of it." "Oh, miss," Becky would say, "how lucky we are to be here." Because when Sarah told it, it felt real. Sarah looked out her window one evening and saw lights. People were living in the house next door. Who were they? Finally, Sarah saw someone, but it wasn't a person. It was a little monkey. He sat chattering by the window. Suddenly, the monkey leaped across the roof to Sarah's window and jumped onto Sarah's head. Sarah laughed with delight. Seconds later, an Indian gentleman came chasing after the monkey. His name was Ram Das. He looked in Sarah's window. "Come back, you bad monkey," he scolded, but he smiled as he did it.